Good morning, folks. Bubba Joe here. Probably only got a few minutes. I've been sitting in line for over 2 hours. Imagine that. I am kicking this load off here in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I done made another video or so it ain't like I've been sitting here lazy doing my trash now. You know, a couple comments were made last night that some have expressed concerns about, and it was a good live stream last night. If y'all didn't join us, make sure that your notifications, that little bell thing, is turned on, and that way you'll get notified when I go online or go live. But anyhow, we was talking about some of the rules and regulations and all that nonsense. Somebody made a comment that in December of 19, I think they said, that logs are going to be changed up where they're, it don't matter how far you move, a foot, 3 foot, whatever, that it automatically throw you online and all that. Yes, that capability is there. There are companies that already do that. I'm not calling the person wrong, because I did ask them to post where they got the information on the Facebook Simple Living with Papa Joe Facebook page so we could all go read it. That being said, I have heard over the course of the years so much bad information passed around out here, and some of it's in print. You know, it ain't just, it's all word of mouth, that I want to read it myself. I need to get back on with Landline, OOIDA. I used to be getting their notifications, and I'm not anymore. It's probably a Facebook thing. I used to get their magazine and read it religiously. They are a very good source to keep up with what's going on. And if they're proposing something like that, I guarantee you OOIDA is already arguing about it. And pretty much it don't matter what they want to do, they'll argue with them. They're the only group we have out here that's really on our side. I was members for years, and it's kind of fell by the wayside. I need to get back on board with them. I really do. So I need to look at that. I'd suggest y'all do the same thing. That way when you become a member, you can or will be getting their notifications and whatnot. I am so tired of fighting the fight of trucking out here. Trying to spread the word about some of the dumb stuff that they do, and there's nothing they're going to do that's going to surprise me. As a lot of you have figured out, I'm not a big fan of government, and I don't trust them. Love my country, fear my government. They want control, something terrible. So if they can get their finger in there and try to get control and strangle you, I firmly believe they will. So what this individual was saying last night is not out of the realm of believable to me. I've not read nothing about it, but I don't doubt that our government would not want to do it. They love control. It's one of them. I'm at a point in my life and in my career that I'm basically a short timer. I doubt if I got 10 years left, that'd take me well past retirement. If I drive another 12 years, I'll be 70 years old and would have been in the industry way over 40 years. I'm really tired of fighting it and trying to do something with it, you know. It's pretty much, to me, it's like y'all bring it on and force me out. You know, you're hollering you got this driver shortage. You keep doing stupid stuff and making it harder on the drivers to make a living. And between the government and the companies, the government wants control and the companies are greedy. And we ain't nothing but a whipping boy. So, you know, what the heck? Like one of my subscribers said, I think it was Nomad, like he said, if all that nonsense comes on and they keep pushing their nonsense on us, they're going to create a strike. You know, simply because drivers have to leave. I mean, some of the drivers that I have talked to out here, they literally could make more money flipping burgers. You know? And there's no excuse for that. We donate our life and our families to this career. And I personally feel like we're not being compensated fairly for it. That's just my opinion. Y'all know how I am. I'm free with my opinion. And it's worth what you paid for it. You ain't paid nothing, so it ought to be worth nothing. But their nonsense about the driver shortage and all this other, I just shake my head and say, what are y'all thinking? Obviously, you're not thinking about the driver and what you're creating for the driver. A neighbor of mine is trying to start up a little business. Well, actually, it'll be a big business. Keeping easements clear with bush hogs and stuff. And he came over Sunday night and sat out there and we talked a little bit. And I was trying to tell him, yeah, you know, this all sounds great. He's got a source for his equipment and blah, blah, blah. And this guy that owns the company's going to be partnering with him and furnishing the equipment, leasing it to him. And I said, your problem is employees. I ain't heard you say nothing about how you're going to take care of your employees. And the only employee he discussed was his son. And I said, well, is your son a leader? Can he go out there and be a crew leader and make these people work? He's younger than I, so I know his son's a lot younger. What, mid-20s at the best? Well, that don't necessarily make him a leader, because he's the boss's son don't make him a leader. You know, if he ain't careful, he's going to run into a situation I did years ago when I had my own business. The crew foreman, it was construction, he wanted to be buddies with everybody, and he didn't want to make them mad. And I said, damn that, I want them to work. Your job is to make them work. It ain't to be buddies with them. So if you can't do the job, tell me and I'll find someone that can. Well, that's what he has to look at his son. You know, if he's not going to be a worker, a leader, then he really, you know what I'm saying. So I told him, I said, you can't afford me. I said, you know what it costs to, because he's my neighbor. He knows where we live. I said, you know what kind of money it takes to run a piece of property, and I got twice the property you got. Well, half of it's Michael's. Well, yeah, but I'm taking care of it. You know? Just because my place is paid off and yours ain't don't mean I'm taking cut in salary either. I still want to get paid for what I do. Oh, rabbit trail. But the point is, if they keep making it so hard on drivers that drivers are leaving, like Nomad said, they will create their own driver shortage, a real one. And then what are they going to do? Their manless trucks are not ready if they ever make it to the road of any account. The only way I see that working, and somebody asked me about it the other day, only way I see that working is that they will dedicate a lane to those trucks. And we have such a problem with the highways now, they won't handle the human flow of traffic as it is. And now you're going to dedicate a lane. You got 2-lane highways coming all the way from West Coast over until you get to a city. So how can you dedicate 1 lane to that? With our infrastructure the way it is, they can't afford to build a 3rd lane across all of that. And if you can, you need to be fixing the damn roads that we've got. Fix what we got before you start building more. You know? So yes, Nomad, they could create a problem if this is true. We'll just have to wait and see. And that's where I'm at with all of it. I'll try to study up on it and whatnot, but I don't put a lot of time and effort into it anymore. You guys on YouTube, you get more of my time. Right now, instead of trying to look it up on the internet and stuff, I'm making a video. So, you know, I'm not looking it up, and I encourage anybody that finds any information on this stuff to share it on my wall, on the Facebook, Simple Living with Papa Joe. Share it over there on the wall. Or at least in a comment. Put a link in the comment. And I can follow it down through that. I pretty much try to look at all my comments. I comment on quite a few, and I just hit the like on some. There's a couple I didn't do nothing on. You know, so, but I seen them. And usually if I don't even say make a leave a like, hit the like, I will at least make a comment like I did on that individual the other day. So, and Kathy or Kathleen, whoever that was telling me I need to quit smoking because it's bad for my health and it makes my clothes stink. And then this morning, please stop smoking. You got a cough, a smoker's cough. You know, this is about the only vice I've got left. And it is a hard one to kick. If you're not a smoker, much less been a smoker for years, do you see how many I light in a video? That ought to tell you I have a bad habit. And it is addictive, and it is a habit. This is a drug. Nicotine is. And it ain't as simple as, please stop, it makes your clothes stink. Hell, it makes more of my clothes stink. My truck smells like an ashtray. You know, it leaves film all over the place. I know how bad smoking is for me and my environment around me. I realize that. What you don't realize is what a habit this really is. Now, I know your comment was out of love and not out of malice. That's how I took it anyway. And I'm not trying to rebuke you in any way. I'm just telling you, this is the last habit I really have. You know, well, my Mountain Dews and my Monster drinks, they're not good for me. Bouncing around in this truck, the lifestyle that I have to live to make a living out of this truck, that's not good for me. There's a whole lot in my life that's not good for me that I can't just quit. You know, if I just quit bouncing around this truck and not getting exercise, how am I going to eat? I'll run out of fish in my pond pretty damn quick. I do appreciate the concern, but it ain't going to happen. And when the good Lord's ready for me, it don't matter if I've been smoking or not. Real good friend of mine, I just mentioned him the other day, not by name, but I talked about him here a while back. I used to drive for him out of Chicago, and he smoked and he drank beer and all that, which I don't drink the beer and the whiskey. I don't drink. My Monster drinks and Mountain Dews, about it. But he had a good friend of his that he had went to high school with that had moved up that way. And this guy never smoked, never drank, never did no drugs. He ate right, fit. I mean, he was a marathon type guy. And they was the same age. And on one of his runs, he got ran over and killed. You know, the guy that was smoking and drinking, he's still alive today. So when it's your time, it's your time. So When it's my time, it'll be my time. And I ain't trying to be mean. I really ain't. So, if you go back through the archives, the playlist, you'll see where me and Grandma did one hell of a try at quit smoking, and it lasted for a while. But this, physically and mentally, has a bad hold on you. It'll get a hold on you. So, if you're not smoking, please don't start. It's what I tell all my grandbabies. I tell them it's a wicked habit. Don't start it. It'll make you stink. You smell, Grandpa? See how I stink? You want to stink like that? You know? I'll even add up some of the money for the older ones and tell them what kind of money I put into this. You ain't got a clue how much money me and Grandma spend on cigarettes. It's more than some people make. You know? But it's a habit. But anyway, they ought to be about done with me. I thought I would just pop this video in there for you. What the heck? And like I said, if you got any information on the proposed stuff coming up here in the future for trucking, especially on ELDs or hours of service, please share it with us. Share the source that you got it from, not just what you read. Go ahead and get us a source that we can go and read it ourselves. Y'all remember, good Lord loves us. I love y'all too. Thanks for being part of this YouTube channel. Hit the like button and share it with your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. Hope you enjoy the videos and whatnot. And y'all have a very blessed day out there. Be careful. I'll see you later. Bye.